we do anything else, time for our Wednesday tradition. And it is a long-standing one. Ask the Lawyer with Bruce L. Scheiner, with questions about the law largely inspired by you. And I'll tell you how to submit a question coming up here in just a moment as well. But first, would you please help me welcome Bruce L. Scheiner, attorney for the injured. Good morning, Bruce.
Hey, good morning, Todd. How you doing this beautiful morning?
Excellent. And how about you?
I'm doing 5 plus 5.
I like the way that sounds. I always expect something positive from you. We always get positive.
Thank you.
We always get positive results too when we ask you these questions, listener submitted questions, and even if they seem really dire or desperate, you seem to always have something encouraging to say. Let's hope that's the case again today. I'm sure it will be.
I always look at the positive side.
Well, let's see what you can do to shed some positive light on this scenario. Somebody in a little bit of trouble here. Let's see what you can do to help. You ready?
I am ready, Todd.
Let me read you the email then. It says, my 14-year-old son was walking across Tamiami Trail at a crosswalk when a car made a left-hand turn and sideswiped him. He was thrown about 10 feet, taken to the hospital, and has been in intensive care for several days. We are so worried. Who wouldn't be? And to make matters worse, the driver only has minimum insurance, and the hospital bills and possible therapy will be enormous. My wife and I maintain extensive vehicle coverage on both of our vehicles. However, we've been out of work and have no medical insurance. My brother-in-law claims our car insurance will only help if our son was in our vehicle. Can the lawyer help? It's a very important point of law here involved. You have to be in the vehicle for insurance to kick in. What do you think about this?
Well, I think the brother-in-law is absolutely wrong.
Good.
And there's a lot of hope for these people.
Okay.
First of all, their car insurance under the PIP or personal injury protection portion would pay $10,000 towards the medical bills.
That's a start.
Now, it's a start. I realize, though, with the serious injuries that's not going to go very far. But the people have, it appears that they have good insurance. So under their uninsured motorist coverage, they would be able to make a recovery. We speak about this very, very frequently. And if the people had obtained stacking uninsured motorist coverage, which means you could take the coverage from one vehicle and add it on to the coverage in another vehicle, then they would have twice as much coverage. Or if they had 3 or 4 vehicles, they could multiply it by the number of vehicles.
Right.
So initially they would get PIP from their car, and then uninsured motorists, and depending whether they got stacking or not, they would be able to get stacking uninsured motorist coverage.
Right. Well, it does say here they maintain extensive vehicle coverage. Don't know for sure exactly what's involved. You have to see a legal professional to find out the details. But assuming there was the uninsured motorist coverage, which, again, we always preach about, that would go a really long way here, wouldn't it?
It certainly would.
And especially with them being out of work.
We talk about it often, but I can't emphasize how important it is to buy as much stacking uninsured motorist coverage that you could possibly afford.
Okay.
And this is a good reason why. Here it is, their child is minding their own business, walking legally in the crosswalk, and he gets struck by someone without insurance or with minimal insurance. Uninsured motorist, even though he's not in a vehicle, kicks in and pays for his medical bills and pain and suffering and inconvenience and all the things you're able to recover in a lawsuit.
That's wonderful. And I can only imagine being unemployed. There's always that concern. What if somebody gets sick? We don't have health insurance at this moment. Even worse, though, what if somebody gets hurt in an accident? Well, at least there's a fallback position here. But you really do need a legal professional to start digging through the facts and see what they can come up with.
Absolutely.
All right, Bruce. Again, thank you for your positivity. Thank you for pointing them in a positive direction. I hope this is of some relief to hear. And as always, we look forward to talking to you again next week.
I'm looking forward to it too, Todd. Thank you very much.
All right, you take care. Say hi to everybody.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up again for Bruce L. Scheiner, attorney for the injured. And if you would like to submit a question for future consideration, it's pretty easy to do. Just have to go to our website and put the keyword Bruce in the search box. That'll take you right where you need to go. Now, if you're in a situation like the one we've just heard, bypass what I just said. Immediately. Don't wait. Call the Port Charlotte office of Associates and Bruce L. Scheiner. 941-743-7777. Get immediate help. Don't wait around to see if you get an answer on the radio. Call 941-743-7777. Tell them that Todd Matthews sent you from Kicks Country 92.9.